What is going on, guys? It is right now 5 in the morning. I'm headed to my first workout right now. I'm gonna hit some weights and do the sauna right after, then go to my BJJ session right after, and then do some boxing work after. And I'm gonna just show you guys what my morning is like. Not really, because I might just show you some footage of just me boxing, but today's video, I wanted to just give a video about what you came here to watch, which was the 5 regrets I've had so far at the age of 24 that you can avoid, so you don't have to make the same regrets I did. And I know that this particular video, because I'm 24, I'm still fairly young, man. I don't give a fuck what people my age be saying, talking about, oh, I'm getting old now, man. I'm 24. Nah, bro, 24 is still fucking young, man. I know there's maybe some older people looking at me, laughing at me, saying, yo, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? 24 is so fucking young. But knowing that, I know I'm gonna see some people, or people who are gonna click on this video are gonna probably be the age between, I'd say, 18 to 24. Maybe there's a couple guys older on here too. I'm not saying these lessons can't apply to you. They probably could still apply to you, man, because a lot of these issues go beyond being 24. I just happen to experience it before the age of 24, or at the age of 24. So I just wanted to share that with y'all while I go through my triple workouts that I'm going through. Triple workouts, not even a fucking word. While I go through 3 workouts this morning, all right? So I'm gonna catch you guys in the next scene, which is probably gonna be right after the gym. So hopefully this camera angle will work. I'm gonna try to make this shit work. Well, we just finished the gym and now we're headed to my jiu-jitsu session. And honestly, man, the first thing I wanna talk about on some of the things I regret so far in my life, I wanna say this really quickly, where while I do regret some of these things, I don't wish they didn't happen, if that makes sense. Because for these things to happen to me, it made me realize the importance of them. And I wouldn't realize the importance of some of the things I'm saying unless I went through it myself. So just take what I'm saying as something I have personally been through. And I'm telling you that you don't want to do this when you're my age, even younger, or even older, man. But to start off, man, the first thing I regret is just getting heavily addicted to many vices. Now, if anyone knows my story, I used to be smoking hella weed. I was popping Dilaudid. I was sipping lean. I was popping Molly. I was doing a whole bunch of fucked up drugs. On top of that, too, I would eat garbage. I was jerking off like some of you motherfuckers, too. I was dopamine stacking, vice stacking to the max, man, and it would just be an everyday thing, man. And that's one of the biggest regrets I have at the age of 24, because a lot of people get into these things later on in life, but I got into them when I was still in high school and shit, right? So that led me to waste a whole bunch of time from pretty much when I was finishing high school up until now. Maybe not up until now, but pretty close. I wasted so much time just being fucking high and not realizing that these vices over a long period of time become so fucking hard to stop when you've done it for years on end. The withdrawals you'll feel are absolutely insane. And the fucked up part about it is just the longer you do it, the harder it is to quit, because mentally the withdrawals are going to be a bitch and you don't want to have to go through it. And a lot of the times, a lot of our goals are just being held back by our vices. Now, you could have other vices. Mine were drugs, and probably, I would say it was mainly drugs, to be honest, but for you it might be gambling, for you it might be overeating, for you it might be alcohol and drugs too. One of the biggest regrets I've had was getting heavily addicted to them. And it caused me to waste years of my fucking life. And if I could go back, man, and I could really slap the fuck out of myself when I was 17, 18, 19, I would have emphasized, man, don't be smoking weed. Don't be, it sounds fucking obvious, right? Don't be smoking weed. Don't be popping pills. Don't be getting high every fucking day and then trying to live your life around it. Like, a motherfucker like me would be getting fucking high, but still going to work and still going to school. I graduated with a business degree somehow from arguably one of the best business schools in Canada. And I was fucking popping pills at the time, bro. I was so fucking committed to the fucking drugs that I would get everything else done in my life, but I would barely get it done by. I graduated with shitty grades. If I had not been addicted to all those vices, man, I probably would have graduated with good grades, man, right? But because my dumbass wanted to continue the bad vices I was doing at the time, it just led me to getting poor grades. I didn't really get any crazy internship opportunities. And now I'm trying to work my way back and making up for all the time that I fucking wasted. Just trying to make things happen and choosing this career path instead, because there's multiple reasons why I don't want to get a corporate job. That may be a separate video, but man, the point I'm trying to make with this first point about avoid dopamine stacking and getting addicted to multiple different vices, the point of it is that if you get heavily addicted to it early on, bro, it will be very hard to quit. Anybody who's older that's still maybe battling with this can probably agree with me, man. It gets very hard to fucking quit. So if you're at a point right now where maybe you smoke a little bit of weed here and there, or maybe you're smoking every single day, man, but you're still young, you're still like 18, 19, 20, maybe you're in college and university, bro, I'm telling you, while it might seem fun now, your friends are having fun, everybody fucking does it, bro, I'm telling you, you will look back, especially if you're someone with high ambitions, and regret that time you spent fucking smoking weed, doing drugs, and being a complete degenerate. So that's the first thing I regret at the age of 24, was being heavily addicted to many different vices, man. All right? I'm going to catch you guys in the next part. I'm just driving to my jiu-jitsu session right now, and then I'm going to go into number 2. What's going on? I just finished jiu-jitsu, and the second thing I regret, and the third thing, which kind of go hand in hand, being wasting too much time, as well as hanging around the wrong people. Now, a lot of people, including myself, thought, yo, I'm 18, 19, I have all the time in the world. And that's true to some degree. I'm not saying you don't have time when you're younger, right? But here's the thing, if you're wasting your time doing dumb shit that is not gonna help you build the future you truly wanna be, because I'm assuming if you're watching my shit, you wanna increase the quality of your life. You wanna live a better life, man. Whether it's physically, mentally, financially, you wanna live a better life. If you're just wasting your time doing dumb shit, man, you don't have enough time. But if you're doing all the things you need to be doing, building that future for yourself, every single day you're putting in that work, then I would say you do have time. But it's just that most people, including myself in the past, just think we have all the time in the world, which also means we have all the time to dick off. You don't have all the time to dick off, because I'm telling you right now, man, the longer you start dicking off for, the harder it is to actually lock back in. Do you know how many of my homies tell me they're gonna lock in? But even when some of them actually end up locking in, what ends up happening is that they fall off really quick, and it's because they've spent so much time just bullshitting, wasting time away, that it's hard to actually fucking lock in. And now you end up in a position where you're 24, you're not where you want to be in life, and you have no one to blame but yourself for wasting all that fucking time when you could have used that time to fucking build your future. I'm not saying you can't have fun in your life, but do it in a way where it's scheduled. Have it where, yo, let me put in the work this entire week, and then on Friday or a Sunday, I'll go out. I'll go spend some time with people I fuck with. That's the third thing, which kind of relates to wasting time, is hanging around the wrong people. Now, hanging around the wrong people will fuck you up in so many ways, man. First off, if you're hanging around the wrong people that don't have the same ambition or drive as you, that is gonna spread onto you. You're gonna start thinking, is it even really worth going after what I'm after, when these guys are saying it's not really worth it and they're perfectly content smoking weed, getting high, and doing nothing all day? It may not hit you at first, but when you start spending more time with these people, it'll slowly grow onto you, man. True fucking story, bro. The 3 closest homies I was with, All 3 of them ended up getting shot. And I knew that if I continued chilling with these people, sooner or later, the same shit was gonna happen to me. You chill around 4 bums, you're gonna be the 5th. You chill around 4 millionaires, you're gonna be the 5th. So choosing who you spend your time with is really important. And that means in an early stage, when you're a young guy like me, from the ages of like 18 to 24, I would say, you're gonna experience a lot of times that a lot of people in your age group don't have the same common interests of trying to improve their life. They're trying to get their shit together. A lot of them won't. And by choosing to not be around the wrong people, sometimes you have to choose to be alone. And it fucking sucks, man. But what ends up happening when you start building yourself to a certain level is that you're gonna find people who have the same goal or ambition as you, man. And those are the people you wanna hang around. Cause I'm telling you right now, man, I used to be one of those people that would hear that bullshit of like, who you surround yourself with is who you're gonna become, and I thought that was bullshit. Cause I would still be doing better than my homies that were on some bullshit. But it wasn't until I actually, it sounds fucking brutal, but I cut all of them off, my life improved significantly faster. It improved at a rate that I wish I had done earlier and cut them off earlier, because the amount of growth I got from, my bad, fucking accidentally zoomed in, hold up. The rate at which I could have grown, man, if I had not spent all those years chilling around those kind of people, would be way further than where I am right now. And I'm not here to complain about that. That's just what the reality is. I'm now at that point where it is what it is, and I'm gonna just work with what I have. But if I could go back, man, chilling around the wrong type of people will not only waste your time, but it will hurt your growth, man, if you're chilling around the wrong type of people, man. So if that means you have to cut some of your homies off in order to grow, so be it. Because I'm telling you, even the ones that you do cut off that like really mean something to you. I'm not saying like I'm completely heartless. I still have 1-2 homies that those are my dogs. They mean something to me. They'll understand when you're going through that period of just being alone, because if they're truly your friend, they know what you're going after. It's the motherfuckers who will be like, oh, you don't come out no more. Oh, you're not fun. Oh, you're boring. All you do is work. It's those motherfuckers that will stop you from achieving the level of growth you want to achieve, man. And it's one of the regrets I've had, wasting time and hanging around the wrong people. Wasting time, man. All right? But anyways, man, I'm just about to head to the gym again. And I'm just gonna do some shadow boxing and some bag work. And I'm gonna post some of it in this video, and then I'm gonna be talking about point 4 and 5 right after, all right? So it is right now 7 o'clock. I just finished up work and I'm headed home right now. The last two things I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick about was just the fourth thing I regret is chasing women when you don't have bread. Chasing women in general is a regret, but just chasing women when you don't have bread. And I know maybe some of you guys have been victim to this, man, but the reason why this is such a big regret of mine is because here's the thing: when you actually do chase women, when you don't have everything together, right? So when you're chasing women, first off, it's a distraction. It's keeping you off your purpose. That's self-explanatory, right? If it's keeping you off your purpose, what ends up happening is that thirsty energy you give off, and I know this sounds fucking cool and all spiritual and shit, but I'm telling you, bro, these girls can tell when you're fucking thirsty, and you act thirsty when you fucking are putting women before your fucking purpose. And they can tell too. They can really sense it. And some of you guys make it really fucking obvious. I made it fucking obvious at times too. And then on top of that too, when you don't have your bread together, man, you're just putting yourself in a deeper hole, because in order to actually be with a woman, you need to have some type of bread. Yo, if you're at the age I am at now, bro, you gotta pay for the bill, you gotta go on dates, you gotta drive her everywhere. All these things, they add up and shit. And if you don't have your shit together, you don't have your bread together and shit, you're just taking off your purpose. And then on top of that too, you're getting poor. And what that's going to do is just repel women even more. Because they see you as someone who has no ambition, no drive to get what they want. And on top of that too, you're fucking broke. I'm sorry to tell you, bro, we live in a world where you don't have to be a fucking millionaire, bro, but if you're fucking looking at your fucking bank account or bank statement saying, yo, am I gonna be able to pay for this date? Or like, yo, I'm gonna just put this date on a credit card or something crazy like that, man, you got it all fucking backwards, man. And here's the thing, man, when you do the opposite, chase your fucking purpose or what you're working towards, bro, I'm telling you, every single time, me personally, right, every single time I'm in that mode where I'm just grinding, right, and I swear it'd be a test from the universe or God, bro, every single time I'm on point and shit, bro, girls are just throwing themselves at me. I'm telling you, they can sense it when a guy's on their purpose. And when you're on your purpose, bro, you're literally, it's gonna be hard for you to avoid the women, because they're gonna be throwing themselves at you. All right, that's the fourth thing, man, chasing women instead of chasing your purpose. The last thing I regret, and this one's pretty deep to me, man, is just, man, going all in and not half-assing shit. I've done this all throughout my life from the beginning, man. When I was a kid, one dream I had, I wanted to be in the NBA. I was a hooper back then, right? I had a dream that I wanted to be into the NBA, and yo, I worked, like, you know, I would put in hours at the park by myself, just shooting, practicing drills, practicing my handles, all that shit, right? And then the thing was, though, I was putting in the work, but I wasn't going all in. And I still don't think I'm yet to have experienced that all in moment, man, because I feel like that all in is what was the breaking point for most people when they had massive success, when they were just all in. And just going back to when I wanted to play in the NBA one day, right? I would train, but looking back at it, I wasn't going all in. Like, the motherfuckers that were going all in, they would spend all day at the fucking park from morning to evening type shit. I was just like, yeah, I'll practice for like maybe a couple hours a day, which was still a lot compared to most people. I was putting those couple hours, going to the gym early before school and everything, putting up shots and going to practice and playing for a club team after all that, right? But I didn't go all in, man. I didn't do everything possible to make what I wanted to achieve happen. And even with this YouTube and content creation shit, man, if I really look back at it, man, I started this YouTube channel, I started way back. I think I started this back in COVID, so around 2020, all right? But when I started doing the content and actually putting out videos, a lot of fucking videos consistently, I was still half-assing it. And I still feel like I'm half-assing it, and this is something I'm working on, just going all in. Because I'm not happy at where I'm at right now, to be quite honest. I've been doing this content shit for a while, and I haven't made what I deem as success, and one of those things being that I don't have to work a regular job anymore. I'm still working a job right now. Matter of fact, I work two, but I'm not where I want to be, and I know it's because And I'm putting in the work with my content. It's not like I'm still posting shorts, I'm still posting videos. Like, if you go to my channel right now, I have 700 fucking videos, right? But it's just like, I'm not going all in. I'm not really taking the time to really look at my videos and be like, yo, is this some shit people actually want to watch, right? I'm not taking that extra time to really edit a video to make it that little minuscule detail, which may attract higher audience retention, for example, and will lead me to more views. I don't do those small steps, or previously I wasn't. Now I'm actively trying to improve my content. Maybe taking the extra time to make a thumbnail that is eye-catching so people actually click the video, right? And then also just trying to provide value. Sometimes I just be getting lazy on certain days and I just throw up some shit on Instagram and I'm just posting just to post. That's fucking retarded. I want to attack all my content with the intention to either provide good entertainment or some value, and that's what I feel like I'm doing with this video right here, giving you guys some value of just personal experiences and 5 regrets I have and lessons you can learn from me, right? But that is something I'm still working on, man. And for anyone out there that maybe you have a certain goal or ambition you want to achieve, maybe you want to do what I'm doing, you want to do content, or maybe you have a business you want to start, or maybe you want to achieve a certain level at a sport, or maybe you want to get into a certain job, career, a certain school, whatever the case is, man, you really gotta, if it's something that only the top 1% of people will achieve, you really gotta want this shit badder than you want to breathe. I don't know if you guys have ever felt, like I've experienced it all the time, because when you're boxing and the amount of cardio and you're out of breath and there's nothing more that you just want to chill and relax and not fucking have to go another minute and a half on the bag or some shit or sparring, right? You gotta want it more than you want to breathe, man, for real. Because if you're just doing it, but you're kind of half-assing it, but you're doing everything correctly, you're doing everything to the paper, it possibly could work, or you could end up in a position like me where I'm still doing this shit and I'm not gonna give up on it, right? But the progress I've made, and I would say seriously in the last 2 or 3 years, could have been expedited had I really took that all-in shit for real instead of fucking half-assing everything, all right? And that's pretty much the 5 regrets I've had so far at the age of 24. And just to go over them real quick, just a little summary. The number one was being addicted, getting heavily addicted to drugs and vices. Number 2 was hanging around the wrong people. Number 3 was wasting time. Number 4, chasing women instead of your purpose. And number 5 was not going all in, man. All right? With that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you made it this far, man, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking so far. Or if you have any video ideas or suggestions or some shit you want me to see, or maybe you don't want to see the style format, let me know in the comments. All right? With that being said, man, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.